Okay, let's go to Viacom. I put the news on. Okay. So yeah. Wow. Guy by off by 7. That's not bad. Time for local news. A Ford pickup? Oh, a Ford Maverick. Okay. All right, love you too, Drew. Okay, time for the local news. So I'm putting local news on right now. Ooh, watch local news, then maybe do some B stars today. If I do B stars, my head's gonna be in a book.
You push boundaries. I have never seen anything like this before. Ever. Watch it. New season CBS tonight, 10/9 Central, and streaming on Paramount Plus. The final season of The Neighborhood. I told you to get the big one. You get bigger than this. Naked lady would have to pop out of. Premiere CBS tonight. Did I pass? No. New comedy, CBS tonight. Slow day. Killed a West Michigan man inside his own garage. Police have dozens of leads, but still no arrests. Technology is on our side now. The News Channel 3 team investigates. Who shot William Barge? Unsolved West Michigan. Tonight at 11 on News Channel 3.
I don't understand why it was so hard to tell me what had happened during the birth of my child. No one would listen to me, and that's why I called the Baby Help Center.
Find out what really happened. Call the Baby Help Center at 1-800-CALL-SAM.
How do you spell relief? For heartburn, ROLAIDS.
For indigestion, ROLAIDS.
For fast relief,
ROLAIDS.
Rolate spells relief. So much stuff.
Move past pain with Vicks Vapor Freeze. Get hours of pain relief with maximum strength menthol.
Time for the news almost.
College!
Vapor Freeze your pain.
Had to clean up some stuff, so yeah.
Keeping homes warm, safe, and comfortable since 1976. Right now, get 2-for-1 windows and 30% off siding, doors, and roofing. Plus, no interest until 2027.
If we have the postman show up, so I can see what the mail is. That's it.
Watch News Channel 3 anywhere. Download the News Channel 3 app now.
More than 1,900 prisoners and detained Palestinians released today as part of a U.S. brokered ceasefire deal. Where President Trump is now. Contract negotiations with United Healthcare ongoing for Bronson Healthcare. What could happen if a new agreement is not reached? And an iconic West Michigan fast food place. How food lovers are reacting.
Hot Nell's back. It's an upstate, but still, Hot Nell's back in Michigan. Sturgis, there's 2 cases, Sturgis and in Wayland Township. So 35 years and back in production.
Is the greatest friend that the state of Israel has ever had in the White House.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu thanking President Trump for a U.S. brokered ceasefire deal between Israel and Hamas. Netanyahu says the deal achieves all of Israel's objectives, including the release of all hostages. Thanks for joining us on News Channel 3 Live at noon. I'm Kirk Mason. President Trump celebrating in the Middle East today after a peace agreement puts a stop to the war in Gaza and brings Israeli hostages home. CBS News' Natalie Brand has the latest.
Reunited after 2 years of captivity. The 20 living hostages released today are finally embracing their families. Cheers erupted in Hostage Square in Tel Aviv as crowds gathered to watch coverage of the hostages' return and President Trump's speech before Israel's parliament.
This is not
only the end of a war. This is the end of the
Hey, baby.
age of terror and death, and the beginning
Hey, kitty.
of the age of faith
Hey, kitty, kitty, kitty.
and of God.
Oh, my baby boy.
Phase one of the ceasefire deal.
Yeah?
Used the address to lay out his hopes
Okay,
for
you put it
lasting
down.
peace in
You're
the
wet.
Middle East and the future of Gaza.
The total focus of Gazans must be on restoring the fundamentals of stability, safety, dignity, and economic development so they can finally have the better life that their children really do deserve after all these decades of horror.
As part of the truce, Israel is releasing nearly 2,000 Palestinian prisoners, some of whom were greeted by throngs of people in the West Bank and Gaza. Humanitarian aid is also expected to surge into the war-torn region.
It's peace in the Middle East, and everybody said it's not possible to do. And it's going to happen, and it is happening. It's before your very eyes.
President Trump and leaders from more than 20 nations are attending a summit in Egypt to celebrate the deal, but
Oh,
also
baby.
discuss the
Kitty,
more
kitty, kitty.
challenging next
We want my
phases.
baby boy.
Will
Oh, we want my baby boy.
Gaza and disarming Hamas. Natalie Graham, CBS News, the White House.
Neither Israel nor Hamas sent representatives to Egypt. Now a live look over downtown Kalamazoo.
Okay,
The
baby
morning
boy.
fog is gone.
What time the fog's gone?
Here with a magnificent Monday forecast. Yeah. Seems a shock of a Monday for sure. Kirk, good afternoon. And good afternoon to everyone. We've got a mix of sun and clouds across the area right now as we get rid of our low clouds from fog and also see some clouds moving from Wisconsin. This is Allegan. It is a live look right now. It is 63 degrees. All right, let's talk about where we're headed for the rest of the day today. Sun and clouds mixed together. Should be able to break 70 degrees. Wind's going to be light and variable. How about your sunset here? 7:03. All right, satellite and radar together. And major improvements from where we were earlier. What's interesting about the rain that you see to our west, most of that is evaporating upon arrival. So not much doing here right now on live Doppler radar. That certainly is all right. 63 right now in Kalamazoo. That is a live look out over downtown. And how about your temperatures here where you've seen a little bit more in the way of sun at 65 in Grand Rapids, 68 already in Coldwater. How warm will it be tomorrow? When it will rain on Wednesday? Kirk will do that in 10 minutes. Thank you, Jeff. Changes could be coming for United Healthcare users, depending on how contract negotiations go for Bronson Healthcare. Bronson negotiating reimbursement rates as part of the renewal in their commercial insurance contract. Officials say if a new agreement can't be reached, Bronson hospitals, physician offices, and outpatient locations may become out of network for United Healthcare plans. That would start January 1st. This would impact people with United Healthcare employer-sponsored plans and plan purchase through the health insurance marketplace. In a release, Bronson Healthcare officials saying in part, quote, we are doing everything we can to negotiate in good faith and ensure continuity of patient care. We encourage patients with United Healthcare insurance to verify their coverage details with United Healthcare as employers begin their annual open enrollment process, end quote. While contract negotiations are a routine part of healthcare, officials remain hopeful about reaching a fair and timely resolution to prevent any impact to patients. Bronson will reach out directly to patients and employers who may be impacted. You can learn more on our website, WWMT3.com. Governor Whitmer in Flint this morning to sign Michigan's new education budget. The budget set to deliver over $10,000 in funding per student. The money goes towards free school meals for all, literacy support, free pre-K and community college, and delivers recruitment and retention bonuses to educators.
This year's budget sets up every child for a lifetime of success and saving parents more than $14,000 a year in daycare costs that they otherwise would have incurred.
Primary focus of the budget is continuing providing free breakfast and lunch to 1.4 million public school students. $248 million of the budget will be used for that purpose. You can see a full breakdown of how the funding will be spent at michigan.gov/Whitmer. It is now day 13 of the federal government shutdown. Vice President J.D. Vance says the impact of the shutdown goes beyond federal workers.
The longer this goes on, the deeper the cuts are going to be. And Maria, to be clear, some of these cuts are going to be painful.
Vance says the administration doing non-conventional things to ensure military troops are paid. That includes using incoming revenues to the IRS and tariff revenue. Vice President says the administration also working to secure food benefits for low-income women and children. He blames the shutdown on Democrats, suggesting they want to ensure health care benefits for people in the country illegally. Democratic leaders say that's not true and have said they're willing to sit down with the GOP. President Trump says trying to end the Israel-Hamas conflict has been more difficult to handle than the U.S. government shutdown.
The
shutdown. It's gotten to be almost customary, but we're taking care of it. We've got the military paid in full, and we're doing a lot of things. We're ending some programs that we don't want. They happen to be Democrat-sponsored programs.
President Trump went on to blame Democratic Senator Chuck Schumer. Democratic leaders say they're not to blame because Republicans control the House, Senate, and the White House. 24-year-old man from Holland is in the hospital after a two-car crash in Ottawa County. It happened just before 7 this morning on 136th Avenue near New Holland Street in Holland. Police say a 40-year-old man from Baldwin ran a stop sign going north on 136th. He hit the man from Holland who was driving a pickup. The Holland man has minor injuries. Responders took him to the hospital for treatment. Deputies say the Baldwin man also has injuries. Man accused of setting a park playground on fire, expected to have his plea hearing this afternoon. Michael Kilborn was already in custody in Allegan County when he was charged with the arson. Kilborn accused of setting the playground at Northside Park in Otsego on fire in early September. City officials found an insurance claim and hope to rebuild the portion damaged by the fire.
I'm back. Head these chores.
Trying to find who's responsible for looking into residents' windows. Officers, several people reported these incidents. They've been happening since last month in Allendale Township. Incidents have been happening between midnight and 3 a.m. Sheriff's Office posting these photos to Facebook, hoping to identify who is responsible. If you have any information, please call the Ottawa County Sheriff's Office or Sound Observer. You can also submit tips to the Ottawa County Sheriff's Office website. Sunday night's Lions-Chief game ending in a fight between players. Kansas City just defeated Detroit 30-17. After Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes tries to high-five the Lions' Brian Branch after the final whistle. Branch walking past him. Chiefs wide receiver Juju Smith-Schuster confronted him, and then Branch punched the Chiefs wide receiver. Players from both teams rushing to break it up. Branch could face a fine. He's already been fined twice this season. More than 100 vehicles lining up outside the new Hot and Now location this morning. Today, opening day for this Wayland location. Restaurant taking its first orders at 10:30 this morning. Fans of the West Michigan staple can once again enjoy olive burgers, cheesy taters, and other famous menu items. This opening coming only 7 weeks after the adjustable building.
So there's two Hot Nows in Michigan now.
Gun Lake Casino in Allegan County. Police in South Carolina investigating for deadly mass shooting at a bar.
Okay, I know the news. So yeah.
At that location. An emergency edition of the annual World Naked Bike Ride.
Maybe.
What riders are protesting?
I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know yet. I'm gonna get off, guys. I'm done. I'm gonna get off. Do some other stuff now.